Have you ever run your fingers through your dog's fur, only to suddenly feel a small, hard bump, and your heart sinks because you realize it's a tick? Imagine this. Your playful pup runs through the grass, tail wagging, full of energy, but hidden in those blades of grass, a tiny parasite is waiting for its next victim. Within seconds, it latches onto your dog's skin, feeding silently, and possibly spreading dangerous diseases. Ticks are not just disgusting. They are one of the biggest health threats for your dog. And here's the scary part. You might not even notice them until the damage has already begun. That's why today, I'm going to show you how to protect your dog from tick infestations and exactly how to remove ticks safely without harming your furry friend. By the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to keep your dog safe, healthy, and tick-free. Ticks are tiny, but the diseases they carry are massive. They can transmit Lyme disease, ehrlichiosis, babesiosis, and even tick paralysis. Some of these illnesses can cause long-term joint problems, kidney damage, or neurological issues in your dog. The worst part? Many owners mistake tick symptoms for something minor, like laziness or joint stiffness, until it's too late. That's why prevention and early detection are absolutely critical. Now let's talk about how dogs actually pick up ticks. Unlike fleas that jump, ticks wait on tall grasses, bushes, or leaf piles, extending their front legs to grab onto any animal that brushes past. This means if your dog loves hiking, exploring the woods, or even playing in your backyard, ticks are a real threat. And here's something most people don't realize. Ticks aren't just active in summer. Some species thrive in cooler months, so your dog can be at risk year-round. So how do you protect your dog before ticks even bite? The first line of defense is regular tick prevention treatments. These come in the form of oral medications, topical spot-ons, and tick collars. Oral tablets, prescribed by vets, kill ticks quickly when they bite. Spot-on treatments, applied to the skin, repel and kill ticks before they can attach. And tick collars can provide months of protection, especially for dogs who spend a lot of time outdoors. But remember, never rely on just one method. Combining preventive measures with regular checks is the best strategy. Tick checks should become part of your daily bonding routine with your dog. After every walk or outdoor play session, run your hands over your dog's entire body. Pay special attention to areas where ticks love to hide, around the ears, under the collar, between the toes, under the armpits, and around the tail. Dogs with thick fur might make this tricky, so use a fine-toothed comb to part the hair and get a better look. Now, let's imagine you find a tick. What do? The most important rule: don't panic, and don't try to yank it out with your fingers. Squeezing or crushing a tick can release harmful bacteria into your dog's bloodstream, increasing the risk of disease. Instead, you need the right tools. A fine-tipped pair of tweezers or a special tick removal tool designed for pets. Here's the step-by-step process. First, keep your dog calm. If your dog is anxious, have someone gently hold them steady. Next, part the fur around the tick to clearly see where it's attached. Using tweezers, grasp the tick as close to the skin as possible. Don't grab the body, grab the head, right where it meets the skin. Then, pull upward in a slow, steady motion. Avoid twisting or jerking, because that can cause the tick's mouthparts to break off and remain embedded in the skin. If you're using a tick remover tool, slide it under the tick, gently rotate and lift it out cleanly. Once the tick is out, place it in a small container with rubbing alcohol. This not only kills the tick, but also allows you to keep it in case your vet needs to identify the species later. After removal, clean the bite area with antiseptic and wash your hands thoroughly. But what if part of the tick is left behind? Don't dig into your dog's skin. Often, the body will push it out naturally as the wound heals. However, keep an eye on the area for signs of infection like redness, swelling, or pus. If you notice any unusual symptoms, such as fever, loss of appetite, limping, or lethargy, contact your veterinarian immediately. Now let's talk about what not to do. You might hear old-fashioned advice like burning ticks with a match, smothering them with petroleum jelly, or coating them with nail polish. Please, never do this. These methods don't make the tick let go. They actually stress the tick, causing it to release more saliva and potentially more pathogens into your dog's bloodstream. Safe, careful removal is always the best option. Beyond removal, preventing future infestations is just as important. Keep your yard tick-free by mowing the lawn regularly, trimming shrubs, and removing leaf litter. Ticks love shaded, moist environments, so keeping your outdoor space tidy reduces hiding spots. If you live in a heavily wooded area, consider creating a gravel or wood chip barrier between your yard and the forest to discourage ticks from migrating in. For dogs that go hiking or camping with you, use protective sprays that are vet-approved. These sprays can repel ticks before they latch on. Some natural solutions, like diluted essential oils, are promoted online, but be cautious. Many essential oils are toxic to dogs. Always consult your vet before trying natural remedies. Another often overlooked protection method is grooming. Regular baths with tick-repelling shampoos can help, especially if your dog spends a lot of time outdoors. Professional groomers can also help detect ticks early, especially in hard-to-see places. But even with all these precautions, no method is 100% foolproof. That's why ongoing vigilance is key. If you catch ticks early and remove them properly, you can drastically reduce the risk of disease. So let's recap. Protect your dog by using preventive treatments, doing regular tick checks, keeping your yard clean, and knowing how to safely remove ticks when you find them. Never use dangerous home remedies, and always follow up with cleaning and monitoring after removal. Remember, your dog relies on you completely for protection. Ticks are silent, sneaky, and dangerous, but with awareness and the right action, you can keep your furry friend safe. Imagine the peace of mind you'll feel, knowing your dog can enjoy the outdoors freely, while you have the knowledge and confidence to protect them. So the next time you take your dog for a walk through the park or on a forest trail, don't let the fear of ticks hold you back. Instead, be prepared. Prevention, awareness, and safe removal. That's the secret to keeping your dog happy, healthy, and tick-free. Because at the end of the day, your dog's wagging tail, playful bark, and loyal love are worth every effort to keep them safe from the tiny but dangerous enemy we call ticks.